ages, artists have shown us angels with different faces and different costumes. But we don't often see angels shown where we live, in Aotearoa, which is where one of our great painters has pictured the angel Gabriel. The Annunciation is the old Bible story of Gabriel telling Mary she would give birth to Jesus. But by placing Mary and the angel in Nelson, this painting tells us a different story altogether.
It's one of a number of works that McCahon painted in which he sought to place the mysteries of the Bible in the New Zealand landscape. In the painting, we see Mary receiving news of her miraculous pregnancy. She's looking surprised, a bit puzzled. Above her is the angel Gabriel. In the background are the Nelson Hills, and there, in the distance, is the Tahuna Nui Golf Clubhouse. It's one of these wonderful details in these paintings that McCahon placed there to put it in a familiar context, to make the stories of the Bible real to New Zealanders.
Te Papa has several of Colin McCahon's works on display, and the art gallery is changed regularly from a large collection which includes 5 of his early religious paintings.
We have one wonderful work, The King of the Jews, which shows the agony of Mary confronted by the death of her son. And one of the most wonderful ones, a painting of the Old Testament, unusual in McCahon's work in that it's an Old Testament subject, the Valley of Dry Bones, which shows the prophet Ezekiel wondering if these bones will be brought back to life by God, which, when you think about it, in a world that had just gone through a devastating world war, was something that was a very real concern. How could we rebuild this Western civilization? These are the paintings, I think, in which we can say that McCahon starts to become McCahon, the artist that we recognise. The way that he painted thereafter changed, but I think the message remained very much the same. This was an artist who was profoundly concerned with religious mysteries. But it's not all serious stuff. McCahon brought in ordinary details from the world around him. The speech bubble in The King of the Jews, for instance, came off a Rinso packet. He was very interested in comic books and all sorts of other sources, not just art. Critics were divided, really. The poet Rex Fairburn wrote a famous review describing them as graffiti for the walls of some celestial lavatory. But other critics, even where they were concerned by what McCahon was doing, they were prepared to give it a go. And they recognised in this artist somebody who was serious, somebody who was committed, somebody who had something to say.
McCahon's art has caused strong reactions at times, but the biblical paintings, including Angel of the Annunciation, are considered national treasures, an important part of New Zealand's own art tradition.